Hello, my name is Samantha, and if you're wondering what this is all about, I am the mother of a newborn. She's sleeping right now, which if I were smart, I would be too, since it's like 7, but I'm not, and I decided to do this video instead. I don't know why, I just feel like it's the only thing I can do, so I'm going to do it. By the only thing I can do, I mean, maybe I watched too much Buffy the Vampire Slayer when I was a kid, but oh yeah, motherfucker just casually opening the door, so then it's like just creaking, and I'm like, really? Anyway, so yeah, only thing I can do. I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer for, the whole series for probably like the 4th time, but in all honesty, I've never actually finished the series. I've always restarted it because I realized I've fallen asleep through way too many fucking episodes because I'm on number like 35 and I've only seen like 12 of the season, and I'm like, I don't. So, but I've got my daughter with me. Her name's Lyra, by the way. I've got her, so I was like, well, I think that's a valid reason to restart it again. I don't know what my compulsion is with this. Like when I play games, like I play Oblivion and Skyrim, and I'll constantly restart the game. And I constantly want to restart because it's like I fucked up somewhere and I want it to be perfect, and I'm like, that's not healthy. I never get to finish any game because I'm too busy restarting it for some goddamn reason. Majora's Mask or Zelda and the Ocarina of Time, like again and again and again, I'd restart that shit. It's a story mode game. I would though, all the time. Anyway. So because of how I played that shit, and I did all that when I was a kid, I have this desire to save the world. I have an enormous hero complex, basically. But I'm kind of the anti-hero because I'm like the asshole of assholes. I'm just gonna warn you now. I can say shit that if you don't agree with it, I'm going to piss you off very efficiently. Partially because that's my goal. So. Basically, I just want to wake people up. I realized, by awakening, I've realized by looking around that people aren't living their lives anymore. They're having them live for them. They don't make conscious decisions. We don't make conscious decisions. We just do things out of emotion or reaction or habit. And that's not living. That's the problem. There's no point to life. There's no story you're supposed to play. You're supposed to just pick a character, but you're supposed to pick the character. You're not just supposed to be the character. You know? Like, yeah, you tend to have the compulsion because that was the point of being random and being tossed into a life that's going to force you to go through a whole bunch of shit. It was to be incredibly unique. But you were still supposed to choose it, like a game, like Skyrim, like any role-playing game. D&D, play Dungeons and Dragons, because that will wake you up to how much you really have control of in the world. If you just think about it, it's usually math, quite often geometry, which, I mean, I took 3 times in high school, not because I didn't understand it, but because I wouldn't do it. I just don't like math. I prefer to just round everything, like, yeah, it's around that area. And I'm usually around the right area. But once you start getting up into the really hard math, it's like, I just don't care about that. I would rather be very metaphorical, because I am. And I'll do that often, because that's just the way I am. I don't know why. So yeah. God, I look like death, don't I? But I feel better than I have felt before in a long time. And I guess that's why I wanted to start now and force myself, even though looking at the camera, which I can't stop doing now, looking at it, I'm just like, you want to go do something? And it's like, no, I don't. I don't want to have to do it. God damn it. But, I mean, our feminine beauty standards in all of our societies tend to be so goddamn fake that a man can do it just as well. Like, you've seen them. You've seen the fucking professional makeup job with the guys. Like, just they know how to do makeup better than me. Like, they've got the smudging and the contouring down, and I'm like, where is the shadow supposed to go? Because I move, and so the lighting moves, and I don't understand this geometry. God damn it, fucking geometry shit. But you know, when you get into sacred geometry and shit, it's probably a good thing. So if someone could like be like me with the ADD thought process and the bouncing around kind of thing, if they could explain to me the sacred geometry and show it out, that would be fucking fantastic. And what the point is, because I know that it's important. This shit that you don't think is important, the true old religion shit, the druid shit, because that was essentially one of the first religions. That and like certain mythologies, which I hate that we call them mythology, because to me, the omnipotent God that we all think of is all of us combined. It's every living thing combined. That's God, and it can grow, and it can be forever and ever, and I don't know, it's hard to understand because, well, we're not there. But you can step up your level, so like the gods that we think of, Zeus and, the gods, Bastet, Thoth, they're all essentially what we understand as demigods. But that's what they are. They're just like really strong characters that have tied on and got other people to believe in them. And that's really how you live, because once the day is done, once it's become history, it can be anything. It's a dance of shadows. And once you go to a certain length, like I can write down today that I bought a white horse in my journal, if I kept a journal, because I could actually like fucking maintain a journal, because anything habitual, I'm not good at it, except for being non-habitual and just fucking sporadic. But I am a little habitual in my own ways, in ways that I don't want to be. See, I'm bouncing now. Anyway, the point. What the fuck was the point? Because then I kind of started picking up on Buffy. Okay. Essentially the point, regardless of what the fuck I was just saying. A lot of you are going to be like, what drugs do you want? I'm not on any drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't like pharmaceuticals. I don't like man-made shit. So, I just fucking off my tooth. Like, do that too much. I need to straighten my hair at least. I'm gonna do that. Anyway. The point is, learn to create your character. Just, if you got anything from this video and you got this far, just look around you and realize what's going on, and realize that you have more options of reaction than you think. Think a little bit more creatively, think a little bit more in the future, but when you think of the future, think about it right now, like think about what you want for your life as if it's already there. That's the secret. That's how you have to do it. You have to make it like it's already happening and believe it. You have to believe it. But if you do, if we can manage to make a happier future where we all think of happier things, we can kick their asses regardless of how many sacrifices they use, Because ultimately, a sacrifice of something else is shit compared to true illumination. You feel me? So when you realize that you are a demigod as you are, and you have the ability to get people to believe in you, and you have the ability to become real, do this, speak out, become who you are. And don't be afraid to be honest and be stupid and sound stupid and say stupid shit. Don't be afraid, just fucking speak. Because all I hear when I listen to people are the same shit. I'm alone. I'm afraid. I'm not in control. I'm not good enough. Shit like that. It's not true. That's the demon talking. And it's been winning for way too long, and that's why we came here. Because it's not balanced. There's an imbalance, and so we have the advantage. The universe wants to see shit restored. Because it's been going on the same destructive, sad path for too long. It's not the way it's supposed to be. You think that's the way it's supposed to be? Probability says you have a 50-50 chance of good or bad things happening, of getting your way. So why does everybody believe the worst is most likely? We can do this. You just gotta be honest. You gotta get yourself in control. That's what we gotta do. We have to do that. I'm trying to do that. So here's to that.